I really want to cover more people. However, this is unfortunately going to have to be the last person I am doing. It is 11:42 p.m. I still have one more video to do after this, which is like more like a conclusion video. So in this last video, I'm going to in this last video with a person in it, I will cover Aman Himani. Aman Himani is currently a junior at Dulles High School. He is pretty tall, pretty strong too, and one thing I really like about Aman is really the advice he's given me. You know, he's supported some of the efforts that I've uh, fought for, and he's read my posts and he knows what I stand for. Uh, but he also gives me the best advice I could ever take. For example, he's the one who essentially taught me to ignore those who hurt you so much. Well, not really ignore, but don't let them affect you. It's not a good thing to ignore them because people ignore me, and uh, I don't believe in fighting fire with fire. Um, I guess Aman and I kind of differ in our beliefs, but I'm glad to tell you, Aman, I've actually put that in place with one of the main people in my life who was hurting me. Now, I don't know if I can do that with every single person, but Aman, I took your advice and it's really worked out. I really appreciate how much you put to your studies. It really inspires me, and yeah, I really I, re- I really love having you in school, and the to know that I have someone who can identify with me, who in the past had people who totally disregarded him, who totally treated him like shit. I can identify with that, that's one of the things that makes you and I, um, you know, friends. I think uh, I think you're a great friend. I think that you never want to hurt anyone. You're pretty quiet, don't get me wrong, and that quietness is actually something that's good too. That's silence, because oftentimes my mouth gets me into trouble. You don't have that problem. Anyways, I've been watching you do those push-ups, and I gotta say, you're something else. You're a pretty buff person. And yeah, I don't know if you knew this, but I was known for arm wrestling back long ago. Still got it, you know, a little bit. Yeah, could do better though. I'm pretty sure you're better than that. But yeah, I don't work out much anymore. But yeah, I could definitely work on it. And um, yeah, you've got a pretty built body. That's another thing. But again, that's not one of the things I necessarily like about you. I don't judge people by how they look, but that's just a fact. You have a pretty lean built body. Um, yeah. So essentially, when it comes down to it, Aman is an extremely quiet yet extremely brilliant, extremely um, uh, I think you could argue that he's caring, even though he's quiet and he's sort of reserved and he studies a lot. He's also, I think, very caring because he had the compassion to actually call me to his house and talk to me about some of the issues that I have been facing. I have so far worked on taking his advice. It's been a slow process, but yeah, it's really helped me a lot. You know, there are some things I can't ignore though, like I can't exactly just let go of. Like the school system, I think is BS for autistic students. I think that um, people treat autistic students as if like they're incapable, and some of my uh, some of my art committee argues that, well, if we thought you were incapable, we wouldn't have put you in AP courses in the first place. But I mean, they kind of just put me in them this year. They should have done that in the last 2 years or so. So that argument's bullshit. Um, yeah, I think that being a student with autism and Asperger's can be really hard, and um, some of that stuff is just way too hard to put aside from you. But I think that um, Aman makes a point in that you have to learn how to like not exactly forget about these specific things, but you have to learn how to like not let them affect you. Um, and to be honest, in my past, I've actually let these things affect me. And if you see my academic record, you can actually tell how often I ponder about these things versus actually getting real work done. Um, Not to say I don't get any work done. I definitely do. I'm a hard worker, but yeah, not nearly as hard as Aman is, though. Again, Aman Himani, brilliant, smart, hard worker, very wise. Love you, bro. Good night.